Hello and welcome to Mallory's World. Hi, I'm Mallory. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you can stick around for some more fun. Earlier I periscoped. If you follow me on Periscope, maybe you saw it, maybe you didn't. You would like to follow me on Periscope. It's at Mallory Zieger, same as here on YouTube. And basically lately I've just, and same with my mom, but we've both been kind of like really frustrated. Me probably more so, or maybe it's just as equal but in different ways because we're looking at life from different perspectives. So I do kind of consider myself like an Asperger's advocate and someone who helps people out because I love helping people out. But I haven't really been like recognized on any sort of like national level or any sort of big thing, which is a dream of course, but in my own head I'm already an Asperger's advocate. And lately my thing has been like what happens like after high school, and just, you know, bringing awareness to the fact that life after high school isn't always easy and great for everyone, and just giving an overall general like idea of what it's like to have Asperger's. And I'm gonna do another, like I'm gonna do a lot of videos on it. And if you, the thing that I periscoped, that thing, I think I also like shared it on like my Google Plus and maybe like my Tumblr and stuff like that. So if you wanted to see it, you can. Otherwise, I'm doing it again, but I'm thinking of casting roles and having people narrate certain parts because it's all written on these like 3 pieces of paper on this table, and it comes out to 9 minutes long. There's a lot to be said. But I, you know, what I did earlier was just Periscope, kind of rough cut, nothing fancy or anything. And I've been posting like all over Facebook, and so this lady commented on this and she said the nicest thing, and I just wanted to share. She's like, first of all, first let me say what a well done presentation this is. One of your gifts is hyper-focus on areas of interest. We'd love to hear more. We'd love to hear about your interests. Keep in mind that many jobs these days can be done in the comfort of your own home. Wink, wink, full-time YouTuber. That's my dream job. In the comfort of your own home, most quote-unquote quieter occupations actually happen during the swing/graveyard. She mean like a shift, a graveyard, like at night, because I'm like up all night long. Thanks, this is the best part of this whole thing right here that's like made my year, okay? Thanks for continuing to be a spokesperson for this issue that doesn't get enough attention. Now, she didn't say advocate, she did say spokesperson, and I'll take it. And I feel like I've lately been addressing more and more issues that aren't being addressed. And well, I always like to raise awareness and say, hey, I'm a female and I have Asperger's. Don't think it's just a boy problem. Autism spectrum disorders are not just for boys. It happens to girls too. And that we just get overlooked somehow. And that you don't grow out of autism or Asperger's, you just grow into it. So you grow up, but you still are affected. Some of your needs may have changed or not, but either way, it's still there overall. And when you graduate high school, whether you graduate at 18 or 21, and a lot of people might be saying, well, huh, what, 21? So if you have a special need of some sort, at least in my state anyway, by law, you're allowed to stay in high school till 21 and get a few more years of something under your belt. I just remember my grandma wanting me to do that, but my mom and I didn't want like that for me. I didn't want that for me, so once I was 18, I was out the doors and I never looked back. Well, I don't know. I mean, I visit periodically, but it just that's a whole other story, like my high school time in high school. But really, like, not much happens after that. It is true that the saying, we fall through the cracks. It's like all of a sudden, we fall off a cliff, basically. It's like, life's going, it's going, and then it just comes to a screeching halt, and it's like, well, what the hell? So, and I'm still saying that to this day. Like, I graduated in 2006, we're in 2016. I feel like I'm worse off now in some ways than I was back then. In other areas of my life, I'm a little bit better, but overall, I'm very unsatisfied customer of life and of this stupid state I live in. And yes, I'm not ashamed to call this state moronic, because it's New Jersey has the highest rate of autism in the whole nation. And is it doing anything? No. And how would I know? Because I'm an adult with Asperger's, and every time I try to look for services and supports and ask people what the hell is out there for me and my mankind, like, nothing. There's hardly anything. It's slim pickings, and the ones you get to choose from are not great. So, but then it's the old something's better than nothing. Get you out of the house. You're doing something, going somewhere. Look at my hair. It's a little crazy. Sorry about that. And then you're just irritated. Now, there's this other young man, and he is a little more known, if you will. And I used to envy him because I wanted to be him, but I'm like, not anymore, because I just want to be me, because that's what I do best, be myself. And his thing is all about, college and finding and falling in love. And yes, it's a wonderful thing, I believe. I mean, I'd love to go back to school one day and have a boyfriend again. Like, that would be lovely. However, there's a lot of things that happen after high school and before you would even go to college or get a job. I just feel like there's just a lot. It's a big adjustment. It's a big change. All of a sudden, you're out of a school system. This routine that you've had for how many years of your life? Like, this structure and a schedule of knowing, okay, I'm in school these days, these are the days during the school year. Have vacation, then it's summer break, and that lasts for so long, and then I'm back in school. Like, this is just something, it's a routine, you're used to it, and then all of a sudden everything changes, and you're like, what? Now what? It's jarring is what it is. So, I'm just trying to bring attention to that. Hey, we're down in the cracks here, and we're sitting on our parents' couches. If we're lucky enough, we get to film YouTube videos on them and put them online for everyone to enjoy, but that's just my hobby, to stay sane. Which, again, is my dream job, to be one of those full-time YouTubers / creators that I look up to. But no, seriously, it's just, you just sit here and twiddle your thumbs all day long, and that's not right. And if you do live in and again, I don't know, I've spoken to some people, and they've said where they're from, it's not that great either. So I'm like, well, then what the flippity flip-flops? Every state should have something that is actually decent and good and worthy of getting up and getting out of the house and going to get the help and supports they need, and to be able to have a happy, fulfilling, joyful life as best as they can. I mean, in one of the videos that's up here on my channel, that it was probably something about like it's Autism Awareness Month or Happy Autism Awareness Month, like part 1, and like towards the end, because it's kind of a lengthy video, my mom was talking about like Dr. Tony Atwood and how he was saying the best outcome is to have like an unconventional, like a happy unconventional life, something like that. And it's like, okay, so my life's never going to be completely normal. It can at least be somewhat enjoyable. And you're probably thinking, like, how is it not? I get to go on all these amazing trips and journeys, and I get to document it all, and you all get to enjoy it. But, like, I want more out of my life, and I feel like it's not happening yet, because I'm determined to make the iron heart will strike in it, because if I had to spend another day and another year, another second of my life the way that it is now, I'm gonna go absolutely insane and go nuts. And ain't nobody got time for that. No, I want things, and I want them now, but it's like, where the hell are they, and how do I get it? It's like that magical boyfriend, that perfect school, that perfect living arrangement, like driving with ease. There's just so much stuff that I want to do, and I feel like if I want certain things as bad, there has to be other people in my age bracket, in my generation, that has an autism spectrum disorder that feels the same way. And I know some of them, you know. It's funny, this one person, she and I were talking yesterday, how we're both so frustrated with everything and totally fed up here. You know, it's like New Jersey should honestly be doing more, as what they should be doing, but they're not. And it's sad. It really, really is. And so I'm starting to do my homework and my research to see what the hell is out there in Florida and in Utah, and like do I have to move to be happy and have like a fulfilling life? I don't know. But things aren't, I mean, like I said, something is better than nothing, but is that really something you want to like settle with? I just feel like I'm just settling. Like, we're just settling. We have these dopey meetings to try to get me to like progress and like be more independent and like move further in my life, but they don't really, that never seems to happen. Like, oh, we have this main goal and like objective for meetings. I have these meetings, and then they're like, yeah, that's right, you're the generation that fell through the cracks, have a nice day, see you wouldn't want to be here kind of attitude. And then they just leave, and you're just like, what the hell, I just wasted an hour or two of my life that I'm never going to get back, and nothing was accomplished, and now I'm depressed and feel frustrated all the more so, because it's like, excuse me, and that was helpful how? No, it wasn't. So, my mom and I are just wanting to raise a lot of awareness and to bring people together to be like, hey, let's actually like do something, you know, like instead of just sitting here and moping about it, let's actually like get off our asses and do something about it. So that, my friends, is the goal, and I hope everything that I do share that's really important to me on this subject does get passed around, and that people rally behind me and want to really make a change. So with that all being said, if you have any comments or questions or suggestions, feel free to leave those down below. And the news is on behind me. I'm just so sick of everything. Like, turn the TV on, there's always someone yelling at somebody, but that's news and the politics for you. So yeah, leave me your comments, questions, suggestions down below, and while you're down there, don't forget to check the description box so you can find me on my social media. I'm pretty much everywhere. Come say hey, and if you're interested in helping out in any way and you have any questions, what I'd recommend is go to my Twitter page, and on the top of there is a pinned post, tweet or whatever, of a video, YouTube video. Please go watch it, like it, share it, and all that stuff. It's not mine, but I'm in it. And it's very mucho importantes. What's mute Spanish? I don't know. I did it earlier, but it's fine. So thank